我是丽琪，是会听的门徒。
I'm Lee Kim, Phoebe's disciple.
我信主多年，最抗拒传福音，
I believe in the Lord for so many years, but I disliked sharing the gospel
因为我不喜欢讲了人家不听，甚至泼我冷水。
because I dislike other people after they hearing to me and they just ignore me.
陌生人跟我没有关系，我跟他讲还要被拒绝，甚至还要看他的黑脸。
The stranger got nothing to do with me. After I share the gospel with him, they still reject me and give me blackface.
这些都是我心里的怨言，求神饶恕。
These are all the grumble in my heart. I ask forgiveness from the Lord.
所以当我知道学法课程之一就是要在街头布道传福音时，
After knowing one of the session in the Gati is to Street Evangelism,
心里真的是挣扎又无奈。
I was struggling and helpless.
老师说，当天目标至少要向3个人传福音。
We were told that we have to find at least 3 persons to share the gospel.
我抱着要交功课的心态说3个就好。
Carrying the attitude of completing the homework, I said, okay, 3 is fine.
第一次街头布道没有我想象中的难，
The first street evangelism is not as hard as I thought.
因为原来有人真的不介意花半个小时坐下来听我分享福音。
Indeed, there are people that are willing to spend half an hour to listen to gospel.
3个星期后，第2次的福音出击就是到医院。
3 weeks later, which is the second time we went to the hospital,
我心里开始很担心，
I start to worry.
医院不是病人就是病人的家属，
So it's either patient or the family members of the patients.
不能随便讲话。因为我很担心自己会说错话，
I cannot simply say a word because I'm afraid I will say something wrong.
因为我很常快讲，慢慢听。
Because I too often speak quickly and listen slowly.
感谢神知道我的担忧，
Thank God that He knew my worries.
所以让老师给我们在操练传福音的过程，
So in the process, when the teacher training us how to share the gospel,
依靠神的启示，不是自己的理性。
rely on the revelation on God, but not our own rationality.
所以出发前，我们就开始一起祷告领受。
So one day before we depart, we gather together and pray.
同学们各自都领受很多的启示，
The fellow students have a lot of revelation from the Lord.
而这么多同学当中，只有我领受要禁食祷告。
But among all the students, only me received the prompting from God that I need to fast and pray.
原来圣灵就是要我学习谦卑，依靠他。
Holy Spirit want me to learn to be humble and rely on Him.
到了医院，我看见我的目标。
When I reached the hospital, I saw the target.
一位行动不便的婆婆要下车，需要坐上轮椅。
A grandma who was inconvenient and she need to sit on a wheelchair.
我马上上前帮助她，
And I just moved forward and helped her.
推她进医院病房，同时一边听她讲心事，一边然后再跟她讲福音。
In the meantime, when I helped her to the ward and she shared her story with me and I shared the gospel with her,
整个过程都非常顺利。
it was very smooth.
然后我看她用心也不抗拒，
And she listened carefully and not rejecting me.
就大胆问婆婆要不要接受耶稣。
And then I asked the grandma whether do you want to receive Jesus?
然后结果婆婆大力点头说要。
And then grandma nodded her head and said yes.
那一刻我真的是很兴奋，感觉自己是消防员从火灾场救了人一样
I。was so exciting. I felt that I was a firefighter and saved someone from the fire.
回来我跟 Victoria 老师说，下次我们再去医院传福音。
And after I came back, I talked to Victoria and said, let's go to the hospital next time.
我终于体会到传福音的害怕和兴奋是一线之差。
I realized that fear and excitement is really just a stone away from sharing the gospel.
会紧张，因为太刺激。
Nervous because of excitement.
最重要是可以感受到传讲神的福音那一个的喜乐和恩典。
Most importantly, I can feel the joy of sharing the gospel of God.
荣耀归给神。
Glory to God.